Do you wish you could go back in time, run your sound through an old tape machine, an old cassette player, an old reverb? Well, you can't, but I've got the perfect plugin for you. It's called Retrofy from Waves. This is the plugin of the week. I'm Esper with Radium Records. Let's dive into it. This thing is my weapon of choice as soon as I need to add some lo-fi elements, some retro, oldie but goodie vibes. So right off the bat, you've got this device thing, which is what this Retrofy is doing, right? It's emulating old school devices. So you can choose the device with this knob right here, and it gives you kind of the curve. And then you can choose your styler. So the older you get, the more distorted and, muted and frequency. You lose a lot of frequencies the older you get because, in the 50s, we didn't have the same technologies, which is the whole point of this plugin. So let's dive in 50s. We got the tone knob. We'll turn the mix up so we can really hear the difference. 60s, 70s. I mean, this sounds awesome. If you're looking for old school emulations of tape machines and cassette player, I mean, this is the plugin for you. It looks great and it sounds insane. It sounds so good.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Pipe down, bitch. Pipe down. Do you want to...
Then you get to the echo, to the space module. So you've got an echo, a reverb. Echo can be turned into ping pong, and then your feedback knob and your mix. And then you got two reverbs, spring and a plate, which both sounds great. So I'm going to start by putting this on host mode so that it'll follow the BPM of my session. I'll A/B it so we can hear the difference without it. I'll turn it on now. Really amazing. It adds such a layer of character. This is basically combining tape machines, old school delays, old school reverbs, cassette player emulation, which we're getting to now. So we've got this noise, and it wouldn't be analog gear emulation plugin without a noise. So we've got a whole noise section where you can browse through different presets of noise. This plugin is also great for vinyl. Kind of start of tracks has been really popular recently, where like songs will start very like mono and crunchy and kind of vinyl-y, and it'll like kind of fade out and open up and become more modern as you go. So this plugin is a great plugin to do that type of effect. You can hear the hiss, the hum. So obviously that's a little intense, but... And the last section we've got is the mechanics.
Let me check this out for you. Alright, here's the deal, son. You need a new defibrillator, carburetor, accelerator, sixtenator, alligator, giant moose, chocolate shake, steering.
Which is basically emulating the mechanics of a tape machine, cassette players, anything that had moving wheels and, like tape. It wasn't perfect science, you had little... Sometimes it would speed up a little bit, or it would like slow down and all that. So that mechanic section is basically what it's doing. So we've got wow A, wow B. So I believe that the A section is directly related to the noise section. That's why it's kind of, in the user interface, you see that it's close to it. And then the B affects everything. So let's start adding some wow. So the wow is obviously, it's like a pitch modulation slowly that you would find on old vinyl players, old tape machine players, cassette players. So it gives you the classic lo-fi movement. Then we got the wobble, modulate the volume. And obviously the speed. You can go back to the device, let through a little bit more sound by choosing the different style. Bring the mix back up a little bit, squash it more. Why this plugin is very special is because you have mix knobs on every module, and you also have an input and output, which is very important so that you can really gain stage in and out of your plugin. And it just sounds amazing. The quality is incredible. The spring reverb is probably my favorite. My favorite on there. I sometimes use it just for the reverb, because obviously as soon as you got echo reverb involved together, you get those weird time effects that just get crazy. So that's the keys without anything. We'll turn it on. Ooh. And we didn't talk about it, but obviously you've got a high pass and a low pass. That's what I love about this plugin, is that I know that no one's using this to sound design. If I'm the one using it to sound design, then, you know, it gives me this like special little plugin that I don't think a lot of people know about. Pretty classic 80s movement. Really nice, gets rid of the low end, really puts it in a nice space. Retrofire, it's absolutely fire. It's not Retrofire. Retrofy, it's a fire plugin. Have fun with it. Boom! Don't forget to click the link down below in the description to grab a copy of the Retrofy for yourself. Have fun with it, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.